Welcome back, everybody. I'm Red. This is Pure Luck Gaming, and today we're going into Injustice 2. In the last episode, you got to see me beat up a bunch of people with Harlequin, which was fun, and this one, we're going to see what that takes us into. So without any more ado, let's jump into this.
Where were you?
Just in the clouds, listening.
If someone saw you...
How many times have we told you? It's too dangerous outside Kahndaq.
I spent decades lost in space, stuck in hypersleep until Adam found my ship. And now I'm cooped up here.
How can we make you more comfortable?
Let me out. Diana, you've taught me what my powers can do. This world needs help. Earth's people are so divided. They're always fighting.
That's the world without Kal-El. Batman has eyes everywhere. He can't know about you before we're ready.
I'm not afraid of some guy in a mask. Ugh! I can bend steel with my bare hands.
So could your cousin.
Well, what good are these powers if I can't even help Kal-El?
We will, Kara. Just like you and I freed Diana from Themyscira.
The time will come. We'll save Kal-El, and Batman will answer to us.
Our best chance to stop Grodd is a preemptive strike.
Sounds more military than vigilante. You try calling the army?
There is no army. Not yet. To break up the regime, we had to start from the ground up.
So, what? Us three extradite Grodd from under his entire guerrilla army.
Grodd's their alpha. Take him down, and the others will submit. But be wary of running into other members of his society. They're more coordinated than we knew.
Next stop, Gorilla City.
Guess I better call the sitter. Mommy and Daddy are coming home late.
If this is more than you and Ollie are comfortable with, Dinah, I'll have Blue Beetle and Firestorm take over.
No, we can do this.
You've been out of the fight a long time. You have a family.
Your family too, Bruce. I couldn't be there to finish the fight against Superman. I'm damn sure finishing this one.
Gorilla City! Our time has come. In a few short hours, we break the yoke of oppression. Forever! No more regime! No more Justice League! Today, the world welcomes its new masters. The Society! Today, we show the world that we are superior. Today, we bring anyone who would dare stand against us to their knees!
Low self-esteem, not that guy's problem.
That's a lot more than a few Society members. It's all of them.
They're headed indoors, out of sight from the soldiers. Harley, keep the jet warm. When we signal, bail us out.
Laid it on a little thick, Grodd.
You hire Superman's speechwriter?
Soldiers must be properly motivated to sacrifice their lives, Catwoman.
Hate is the perennial motivator.
Better not turn that hate on us, or this society is over.
As long as we have a common agenda, Captain Cold, you have nothing to fear.
You mean as long as we follow your orders?
Report, Deadshot.
We're ready to move out.
Good dog. Now go tell the others. Cheetah, Cold, you're with the first wave.
We already lost a shipment at Slaughter Swamp. Hope your silent partner can still deliver.
Maybe it's time you spilled the identity of our silent partner, since we're relying so much on him. Or her.
He will soon make his presence known, but for now...
First, a few words from the brave and the bold.
I'm the brave one, right?
I'm not bold enough to disagree.
The saboteurs of Slaughter Swamp, I presume. Handle this.
I call first dibs.
Go pin the luchador.
You have no idea what you're doing.
Sure I do. I'm in Gorilla City fighting a lady in a cat suit. This is one for the bucket list.
Okay, and this is one of the parts, actually the first one, where you can pick between two characters. You have Ollie for Green Arrow, and then you have Black Canary. For me, since I've gone through this before, I'm going to go with Ollie for like the first two fights, more than likely. And the reason why is I don't know all of their moves. However, Ollie tends to work better for me for just random button mashing, which is why you see the bow spin. I don't know what buttons do that, but it happens frequently and it works. For the story, you got introduced to Gorilla Grodd. Obviously, he's up to some shit. But while he talks about it, he kind of gives a little bit of a teaser as into what's coming on further in the game for people who play a bigger role in driving the storyline. So he doesn't give a lot of information right now, but as you can tell, he's kind of using the other person that they haven't mentioned yet for his personal gain, so we'll see where that goes.
There. I can die happy.
Ollie!
So, everything's under control?
One of us needs to distract him while the other snips his tubes.
Ouch.
His venom tubes, Ollie.
How kind of Batman, sending his underlings. I will enjoy returning you to him in body bags.
I'll distract him. You take snipping.
Your spine will break like this.
Now you done it. That was my favorite arrow.
Okay, and fight number 2. Like I said, I'm going to stick with Ollie for this one. More than likely what I'm going to do is so you can see more of the different moves for the different characters. The next fight after this one, I forget who that is, I'm going to use Black Canary, but for this one, with it being Bane, I'm going to need the random button mashing ability on this one. So, Bane, for me, it's one of those, obviously he's the big muscle-bound enforcer guy. The only thing that I kind of didn't like about the Injustice 2 story, as you go through you'll see what I'm talking about, is some of the characters like Bane and Deadshot, they don't really seem to be key characters that drive the story. Now granted, it's nice that they put them in there so that you still fight them and they have some relevance, but it really seems like at some points they could help drive the story some. At the same time, I do understand that you have time constraints because putting everybody in the story to be kind of more of a protagonist or antagonist, it really lengthens the storyline for everything and can make things drag out a lot more. So this one ends up basically just being a part where you're fighting somebody to fight somebody to basically get fighting experience. So hopefully the next one actually drives the story a little bit further.
Birdie, now! Now where's that damn dirty ape?
I come to you as darkness falls.
Dr. Fate?
Dinah Lance, Oliver Queen. In the past, I have shielded you from danger, but a grave crisis looms, and I do not know if I can stop it.
You mean Grodd and company? We've got that covered.
Grodd is the pawn of a much greater master. A new order is coming. I have foreseen it. Leave with me now, while I can still save you.
If that's the case, we're staying here. Batman will need our help.
Everyone and everything you know will die. I will shepherd you to safety, lest you suffer the same fate. By force, if necessary.
The good doctor's been wearing that helm for too long.
Then let's help him out of it.
Watch my back.
You should not have returned to Batman. You are not fated to fight his battle.
Well, like a good friend once told me. Screw fate.
Okay, like I said, this one I'm going to be Black Canary, and this is actually an example of how I wish they could use some of the other characters to help drive the story some. Mostly because some characters like Bane and Deadshot, how they're cool, I've never really paid a ton of attention to them when it comes to the DC universe. However, Dr. Fate would have been a great one that I wish they would have added to where, going through the story, he was a playable character. Obviously, he's not, because you got to fight against him. But, hey, what can you do? Now, for this fight, and really all of them, what I'm going to try to do with each of the characters, just like I said, so you can see the different moves and everything that they have. Their super moves, their super ability, like here, I'm going to try to do that for all of them. Obviously, if it's a character I've already fought with, I may or may not do that. However, the new one, I'm going to do my best to get that in there, and hopefully I don't miss. Because you can miss with those special abilities.
I'm not abandoning Batman. Kent, you okay?
Your headgear really had you going.
I lost control of Naboo, the spirit of the helm. Thanks to you, I'm back in charge. For now. I have to go consult my masters, the Lords of Order. Pray they'll intervene before it's too late.
Too late for what, Kent? What's going down?
The Lord's magic bars me from saying more. I have changed fate too many times. This planet's destiny is no longer clear.
What comes next, mere mortals cannot stop. For better or worse, your fate rests in the gods' hands.
That was spooky.
Yeah. Come on, let's find Grodd and get the hell out of here.
You've overstayed your welcome.
We're happy to check out, but you're coming with us.
Fighting a talking ape wasn't enough. Had to throw in telekinesis. Give us a song to soothe these savage beasts. I forgot to bring my banana arrow. Wait, you eat bananas, right? Or is that an offensive stereotype?
You ignorant fool!
Okay, we finally get to fight Gorilla Grodd. he's being a bit of a pain at the beginning of this fight, which is a good thing I picked Ollie. Now, without giving too much away, because it's hard to talk about some stuff with Injustice 2 without giving away stuff that's coming up further in the story, because even though this is like the third video and all of them are over 20 minutes, the overall story, we're actually still really early into it. So without giving anything away, obviously what you had in the first Injustice game was something called the Regime, which was led by Superman, who basically went batshit crazy because the Joker tricked him into killing his pregnant wife Lois, and things kind of spiraled downhill from there. Now in this game, what you can tell, as with the cutscenes earlier, is basically regardless of what side they're on, for good guys, bad guys, nobody likes the Regime, and they're kind of going their own direction to come up with a better solution or a brighter future. Obviously, I'm not sure if Gorilla Grodd's way is the best. However, we'll see how the story progresses here, and hopefully get a glimpse into what the mystery man is, or woman, that he's working with to try to make his dreams come true.
I was just trying to be PC.
Surprised that worked. Let's call it a day and get Harley out of here.
It's never good when you slap the cuffs on and then they start chuckling.
Humans. You've won this battle, but you've already lost the war.
Holy shit. Ollie.
I got nothing.
Your victory over Gorilla Grodd warrants further study.
Green skin. Smart money's on alien.
Martian? Like John Johns?
My point of origin was 1,000 light years removed from Mars on the planet Kolu. I am Brainiac.
Stop, please!
Cause and effect. Resistance begets violence.
Then we won't resist. Please, just stop! You're the grave crisis we were warned about. What do you want?
I seek the one you call Superman. For years, I believed I had destroyed Krypton and all its remnants. Superman's survival is an oversight I must correct.
Superman's no friend of ours.
I am aware. But your planet has also piqued my interest. Its many contradictions are fascinating.
We'll never serve you.
Serve? I am no petty despot. I collect worlds, preserving their essential knowledge to enhance my intellect. And then I discard the remnants.
Why?
Your species values precious metals, arbitrary symbols of status. I value knowledge. And like your metal trinkets, knowledge is more valuable when it is rare.
Brother Eye, give me an update on the team at Gorilla City.
I cannot do that, Bruce Wayne of Earth.
Why not?
Because I am not Brother Eye.
I am Brainiac. You cannot regain control. Over the past days, Brother Eye has been absorbed into my neural network. It is now an extension of my mind. You, a fragile human, captured and imprisoned a fully developed male Kryptonian.
Maybe I'm not so fragile.
To prevail, you harnessed advanced sciences, nanotechnology, satellite communications, interdimensional transit. I am taking these tools from you.
Why?
The Kryptonian belongs to me, and soon, so will your planet.
Great Hera. Where else besides Metropolis?
Gotham, Beijing, Moscow. So many cities. All at once.
It's him.
Who, Kara? Who is it?
We need to get Cal. Now!
You're wearing the suit. Am I in trouble again?
Brainiac, what can you tell me?
How do you know that name?
You're afraid of him. He's invading. He says you belong to him.
Brainiac killed my parents. He blew up Krypton.
You never mentioned that before. How do I beat him?
You can't. Not without me.
I'll find a way.
This is my fight, Bruce! You need me! Bruce! Bruce! Bruce!
Okay, we're going to end this episode here. Obviously, Brainiac is the one working with Gorilla Grodd, and we'll see where that takes them into the future. not judging Brainiac. However, if he would have done his job and he would have been as smart as he claims to be, he wouldn't have left a mess that he had to go back and clean up, but whatever. If you liked the video, hit the likes button, subscribe, and check back next week for the next episode.
Trend, yeah, I said it again, man, I got a vendetta when I get in the pen. Gotta get better with every gem, you drop it, you never be better.